Mabuhay! Good day everyone! Ngayon nandito tayo ngayon sa Kabitbahayanan Elementary School na matatagpuan sa Navotas City. At ngayon ay iti-interview natin ang isa sa mga teacher ng special education. Ngayon at mamaya, may mga nakaset tayong questions at malalaman natin kung ano ba yung mga strategies na nagbumula sa SPED teacher education. Ngayon naman, nandito kami sa Navotas City para dito sa ating interview kay Sir Jake. And kung makikita nyo, meron ditong SPED Garden. So, isa tong isang public school na makikita natin na merong or nagki-cater at nagagather ng mga SPED education or special education.
Magandang umaga. Ngayong araw ay ating kakapanayanin nakikilala ang isang SPED teacher na si Sir Jake. Alin at ating tunghayan.
Interview po kami ngayon para sa inyo para malaman po yung mga kaganapan, experience sa mga students na tinuturuan niyo po sa SPED education.
Yeah, sure. Sige po. What are the experience?
Okay, yung first questions po is, what motivates you to pursue SPED education?
I pursue to teach SPED learners because I want to work with the people who has special needs, and it makes me feel well-grounded. Like, I feel safe and peaceful pagkasama ko.
Okay po. So, yung nakikita niyo po yung pakiramdam niyo na masaya kapag tinuturuan po yung mga SPED.
Yes. Siguro nandun tayo sa love and passion. Kasi everything will follow kapag nandun ka sa passion.
Yes po. So, yung second question po is, can you share a success story where a student made a great progress with you?
Ayun. So, share ko si Gwyneth. Si Gwyneth is isang Down syndrome, and ang case niya is intellectual disability. So, kanina kasi, medyo, siya, parang cooperative sa pakikipag-participate na during discussion. At the first day kasi, as in wala. Sin nonsense, walang communication, walang eye contact, walang socialization, even the cognitive is affected. So, paano ko siya na-overcome when it comes to progress of the learners? Yun, gumamit lang ng mga strategies. Magagamit din ito. Una, game-based approach. Kakalimutan. Lagi-lagi dapat may games.
Yes.
Pangalawa, ano yung sinabi ko? Ayun, rhythm clock activity. Kasi sa SPED learners, di ba, kailangan kasi nila ng yung gumagana holistically yung cognitive, affective, tsaka psychomotor. Yeah.
So, yung third question po is, what tools or activities do you use to keep student engaged and excited about learning?
Ayun. So, yung mga activities ko, unang-una yung game-based approach. Pangalawa, yung rhythm clock activity. Tapos, ayun, laging ang routine kasi namin. Basta hindi mawawala yung laging may laro. Kasi yung bata kasi, feel feel excited. Tapos, they feel, anong tawag dito? Parang, bukod sa excited, parang lagi silang motivated. Yun. In case of demotivated, they feel motivated when it comes to the activity.
So, nakafocus lang po tayo sa skill-based po ng staff.
Ayun, pag nagbigay kayo ng skill-based, kasi ako, pag nagbigay ng skill-based, I'll make sure na yung objective natin sa lesson plan is nandoon. Holistically siyang gagana.
Okay.
Naiyak naman.
So, for number 4 question po is, how do you assess progress for student with special needs?
Ayun. So, as of today, meron tayong si tinatawag na FLAP, which is the present level of performance. Iba kasi yung sa SPED ang tinitingnan kasi natin dito, individual differences.
Yes.
For example, marunong na siya ng recognition ng alphabet. Ikaw naman, hindi ka pa marunong mag-recognize ng uppercase and lowercase. Sa'yo naman, hindi ka marunong mag-identify ng sounds ng alphabet. So, paano sila ina-access? By the use of FLAP, yung present level of performance. Meron siyang parang a list of tools na meron sinasagutan yung bata. Ayun, kapag yung naging result ko, makikita niya naman eh. Halimbawa, yung A, nababaliktad niya, nagiging kasunod niya C. Meron naman D, nagiging B. Gano'n.
Bali, wala pong one-on-one. Bali, sa isang classroom po.
Totoo
Iba-iba.
ka dapat.
Okay.
Dito. Sa SPED ha, ganun kami. Ako kasi ganun ako eh. Parang dapat lahat yan. Di ba sabi nila, no child left behind.
Yes.
So, to make sure ha, to make sure na magawa natin yon, objective na yon sa DepEd, ayun, kailangan lahat tayo may ikot 360 yung mata natin.
Ano po ba, kunwari po per class po, meron po bang certain lang na kung ganito lang po siya or ganito po? Katulad po sa halimbawa po for with Down syndrome, puro Down syndrome po ba per class?
Ano, hindi. Kasi nandun tayo sa kaisaan eh. Lahat yan, kailangan i-cater. So, kailangan, pag naging SPED teacher ka, you can know, or you must know the basic sign language, yung color,
Lahat po pala.
name.
Kaso pinag-aaralan
Braille.
yung mga sign language.
During OJT ko, meron kasi kaming, subject.
So, for number 5 po, describe a time you encountered a major challenge at work and what did you did to overcome?
Okay, so, a time that I encountered the major challenges at work. Ayun, so the most difficult time that I've encountered during my time when the learners are not able to cooperate and participate. So to overcome kung paano siya maresolusyonan, my God. So ayun, just to make sure as a teacher, you must know their interest. Laging ganun. Interest kasi doon sila mag-boost ng motivation or mag-boost yung excitement nila if the topic are interested, di ba? Kahit naman tayo. So, yun. Paano yun? So, yung example ko kasi, for example, yung mga letters, nilalagyan ko sila ng mga familiar saan? Sa mga games na, yung parang ginagawa siyang may GIF. Lalagyan nyo ng gano'n. Tapos lalagyan nyo ng games, word wall gumagamit kayo.
Yes
So, ayun. Gamitin nyo yung mga bagong ngayon, application
Para po,
interactive.
Oo, meron pa yung dati yung cube na pag tinignan mo siya, di ba, piece of paper lang siya. Pero naka-cube siya, pero naka-barcode. Pag inano mo siya, in-scan mo sa phone, alam nyo yun? Yun.
Ganda palang strategies po.
So, ginagamit din po pala siya sa SPED. Kasi, nung sa term po namin, mga first year college, ginagamit po yung ganong application. Yes po. Hindi po namin alam na ginagamit din pala sa SPED.
Oo. Kasi parang doon nila makikita kasi, ay, totoo pala yung gantong animal. For example, yung frog, di ba?
Yes po. So, kailangan, yung nakikita nila visually sa video, hindi lang sa picture po.
Oo, yun.
Okay.
So, question number 6 po. So, what strategies do you use to manage behavior in the class?
Yun. So, balik tayo kay B.F. Skinner by the use of reinforcement. Yung reinforcement lang talaga. Kasi I do believe kasi na reinforcement can manage all the behavior. Like yan, yung happy face and sad face na yan, napaka-powerful yung sa SPED Pero feeling ko kasi, ako lang ating gumagamit na gano'n. Nag-lista ako ng mga bata na nag-progress or nag-participate ngayon.
Okay. Parang may sense of accomplishment po sila.
Yeah.
Na nakasulat yung name po nila.
Next question. How do you help student build social skills and make friends in the classroom?
So, go back tayo sa activity ko. So, tulad ng ginagawa ko, di ba, sa game-based approach, rhythm club activity, nandun kasi nabibuild yung socialization.
Yes.
Oo. Doon kasi sa part ng game pa lang, di ba? Yun. Kasi parang na-feel nila meron silang teamwork. Yun. Merong sports. Sportsmanship kasi, di ba, ginugo natin. Yun.
Thank you so much.
So,
po.
ayun lang po yung mga question
Questions
and
po
mga gusto naming malaman about po sa SPED education. Paano nyo po siya i-address, paano nyo po yung mga kaganapan or strategies na meron po kayo. So, ayun lang po. Thank you po
Thank
sa
you so much po.
pag-fight mo sa interview. Thank you po.
Thank you.
The value of respect for individual differences is one of the most important lessons we gain in special education. Every student has unique strengths, challenges, and learning styles, and it's essential to approach each one of an open mind and heart. Instead, we understand that each child's journey is different, and as educators, we are responsible for creating an environment where they feel valued, accepted, and supported.
We embrace the importance of patience and compassion. Working with students with special needs requires us to approach each situation with deep understanding. Some students may need more time, different strategies, or a variety of supports to fully grasp concepts.
Being patient with them is essential to fostering a trusting and positive relationship. Compassion is equally vital, as many students face challenges that extend beyond the classroom. So, recognizing this allow us to provide emotional support and create an environment of empathy and care.